Let's make a painting. All right, we're gonna do water on the glass so we can make that thing stay in. Is that a frame? Yes, it is. I should mark my glass to be able to put it on the frame every single time without even checking the camera, but maybe should put a little marks here and there. Anyway, a lot of water, as usual, nothing too much. I will take some green, pour it down here, and I'm gonna use a lot of water. I'm gonna use my big brush, take a lot of water, take a little bit of that green. Well, actually, I will take a lot, forget about it. And I will just make one big line right here. And take a lot of water, and then repeat, boom, boom, boom. Little island. I don't know, lately I'm doing a lot of that kind of paintings with something heavy on the midground, on the horizon, very heavy horizon. And then I make the foreground and the back and the sky supporting that. I'm gonna use only this color. I wanted to do, well, I'm not sure how that's work. I fail pretty much every single time I try to do it because it doesn't come naturally to me. But I try to, I'm very interested in making stuff with one color. I just use one paint. And when I say one, I mean like including black and white, of course, because, well, I don't know how you consider them. I personally consider them, for me, they're not colors. But, everybody's got different opinion. Anyway, so we're gonna start playing with this thing, with the palette knife. Pushing down, green, so we can make the horizon line a little bit more visible. Now, once I push down the paint, I will take the edge of the paint, of the palette knife, and start pulling down. There we go. And I will try to make as many as I can, many lines as I can. There we go. This one I'm gonna extend a little bit, and this one. Now, on the foreground, I think this is gonna be something like water. I don't know, I got a sweet, maybe because of the place that I grew up, but it's got a place like this, where it's like, you can see grass and, not grass, but like a tree, well, actually grass. You can see grass and the trees on the back, and there's water. I love water. Anyway, we're gonna make a little waves here. We're gonna let our buddies here chill for now. Let them develop themselves. Let them give it a chance. Give it a chance to the, I almost said nature, but it's a painting. But you know what? Forget about it. Let's give it a chance to the nature to grow up, like in the movie. Anyway, take the palette knife, push it around. Oh no, you know what? Forget about this. Take the multiple brush, and I will try to blend. Now, I'm barely touching. I'm not like even pushing. I'm barely touching. Barely touching. Here we go. Very gentle. And then go left to right. Barely touching, man. Don't mess it up. It's not like it's like you gotta take it easy. And now we're gonna go like the harsh on that paper, because we want to make the light spots on the water. Little waves. I guess it's pretty calm down weather. Everything is moving slowly. Nobody hurry up for anything. So that's what we try to show up here and represent it. Here I can afford to be very detailed. It's more I go far away from the shore, more. I want to keep this. I don't want to destroy this. This between these lines, they're fine. I will just make a little bit more waves. I'm very firm, by the way, here. I'm pushing very hard here. There we go. You know, just play around with it. If you don't like it, I used to think watercolor is very unforgettable, when you make mistakes. I was wrong. I was just bad. It was my fault. I will use some black paint. Watercolor is, as long as you don't go crazy on it, it will work with you. It's very floating, it's very forgivable when you make mistakes. And, well, of course, it depends what you're doing. If you go for a hyperrealism, then you gotta follow the rules. You can't just do whatever you wanna do. But the whole point is, even if you make a mistake, it's fine. You can, for example, let's say this black, I don't like this black spots that I put. I will just pull them down and pull them up. Simple as that, and just let them blend. You don't have to go like insane on everything. If you want to go insane, go and find a job, you know. That's gonna drive you crazy. I'm gonna take a clean brush. Yesterday I was watching on the local park that I go. I was watching the trees, and they have like this beautiful, beautiful. I think it was the golden hour. It was like 6-8 jelly hands. It was like 6 p.m. I believe, and it's got this tree with the multiple branches, and they're all like light up from the sun. It was gorgeous. And I was like, man, I will do that the next day. So that's what I'm doing right now. Put a lot of random branches here and there, just because we need to have some kind of texture, and also it's very personal experience. But you know, I'm not the only one who is watching the trees. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not like the hugging trees and stuff like that. Come on, man. But you know what I'm talking about. So let's do our little buddies here. Some reflection, don't forget about it. Now, you don't need to do all of it, but some reflection need to be done. Just because we need to have this reference down there. It turned out pretty nice, I think. Here, where's the horizon? I can afford to be a little bit more. Now, one thing, I got two choices. I can make a detail here and make this supporting, or I want to make this the main character. Now, our main character is going to be this. I don't want this to be the side quest. So, how I'm going to do this? Well, very simple. I'm just going to emphasize on that path, that light path right here. And by doing this, I'm going to make a transition from here to here and go into the foreground, which one is going to be our main character, this part over here. Of course, we can easily put a bolt on it and call it a day, but I think I want to do this. I want to emphasize with this. I want this one to be my buddy. So that's what we're doing right now. Emphasize the path, which one is coming from here, and of course you can make a whole story out of this thing. A person following the path, going from the horizon between the trees and the little island here. So the mom island and the baby island, and they're just going down the road here. And of course we're gonna keep removing paint all the way to the front. Now, every time I go closer to the foreground, I'm just going to expand on the left side, and that's how we can show the motion of the waves and how the light is moving on. There you go. One last thing, and that's going to be a little bit saturation right on the front. Nothing too much. If I don't let you know, you will not notice most likely, but it's going to be very supportive for the rest of it. So that's what we do. So, watercolor, abstract, landscape.